And here we are once again for the second half of this episode. We've all had a little bit of a break, some new cold beverages. The sun
Actually,
is slowly setting behind me.
actually made sure I had some snacks with me this time. I had to improvise last time.
What did you eat? Like a pencil or something?
No, just a cracker.
It's something.
It's something,
You
yeah.
are officially fed. You
So
are.
sad.
So, to jump back into the game, just before the break, our heroes were tidying up some loose ends here in the town of Dracena before they would head out into the wilderness once again to meet up with the different fey creatures that they would now want to call allies and help them in vanquishing the forces of shadow that had invaded these wildlands and others. So our heroes found out. They had a little bit of a sex ed talk with Allison about how you can have a girlfriend but also be open enough to explore other avenues. We had a very short manhunt in which our heroes uncovered that the cursed boots that Iroh is now wearing were perhaps laid there as part of some sort of elaborate prank by other fey creatures, or perhaps even the fey creatures that they know. And as such, they also found out that it would be very expensive to remove the curse, and therefore Iroh is now wearing them nonetheless, with sopping wet feet that the magic keeps on giving and giving.
If I do my calculations correct, it would cost roughly around 4,000 euro. Right? That's
Well, honestly,
That's how
on,
much
on
action-
a meta level, I feel like this is simply karmic retribution. I feel like Iroh kind of had this coming.
yes.
He did.
I
he
love
did,
him with all my heart, but also he's a terrible person sometimes.
He did jump the gun a little bit on like, ooh, magic boots, gimme.
Or selling Allison, or lying to everyone all the time.
Yep.
Not saying how much money we have. Continue, Walter.
So, now that our heroes are readying themselves, packing their bags, on foot, you guys are leaving the civilized area of Dracena and the underlying valley with all of the different farmlands within it. And as you begin your trek once again towards the north, towards where your fey creature allies are situated, you eventually step your last step on solid stone pavement before exiting on a dirt road that then goes on and eventually turns into the wilderness of the Cragged Hills once again. You can gaze one last time behind you to see civilization pass, at which point you begin your journey through the wilderness. During your morning/early afternoon that you spent here in Dracena, trying to figure out where the cursed boots came from and getting some nice paperwork done with Fiolora, the weather itself has continued to become cloudier and cloudier, and as such, it seems that this day is the first day that you guys can actually trek through this wilderness without sweating your asses off. Which is very nice. And with a nice sense of rest and peace, you can begin your journey. So, with that out of the way, you have a vague place of where you need to travel to. Who is going to take the lead? Because this time we will need to have someone who actually tells us where to go.
I believe Hannah is pretty high in survival. I have an 8.
And Hannah, because of your meditation that you did here, you have tapped into the surrounding nature here of the Cragged Hills, and you have a +1 on perception checks while you're treading here. So
Then I have +12.
very nice. All right.
Perception.
I'll do it.
We're going for
Huh?
survival, probably, though.
Yeah,
I'll
survival
say-
is 12. Perception is 14.
I'll say that like that +1 will also go over to this because it's otherwise a very, very narrow bonus that I gave you.
Okay.
And it makes sense. All right,
So it's +15 on perception?
On survival, you have also the +1.
Okay.
That's what it means, yeah.
yes, you have a +15 to all your checks from now on.
Sounds reasonable.
So, Hannah is going to take the
I
lead
jump off
on
a
this.
building.
Very well. No, but for seriously, Hannah is taking the lead on this. Are there other tactics that people will do?
I think you know
Gurkal
mine.
is going to assist her.
Yeah. All right. And Allison,
Looking for cool herbs.
you're looking for herbs once again.
Or Peter.
As much as the civilization gave you a little bit of peace and rest, you are now invigorated to once again jump into different bushes and see what kind of flora you can find. Is there anything specific that you are searching for?
I think. Nope, just random.
Just random stuffs.
Yep.
All right. And in that case, go ahead and make me a herbalism check for this day of travel.
Burp.
And and survival checks for Gurkal and Hannah. Gurkal aiding Hannah in this endeavor.
Herb.
I get a 17, so no bonus for you.
Too bad.
Herbalism for me is 25.
25. Very well, very well.
Natural 12.
Excellent.
Yeesh.
20 total.
20 total.
Yeah.
All right. Decent enough, decent enough. So the DC. All right.
Is Melo still alive, or is she dead yet? He dead yet.
I will kill everyone.
Let me just.
If there's a single like mother figure in this party, it's definitely Hannah, and then with Melo.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed, it is. All right. That would be this little fellow right over here. Nice. Allison, as you begin to trek through this wilderness, Hannah is taking lead and trying to send you in the right direction. Gurkal aiding her, trying to think about all of the different landmarks that you have seen. For example, eventually, as you begin to trek through the forest, you find this large boulder sticking out of the ground, and Hannah remembers, like, oh, wait, we passed this with our friend Farroot as well. We need to go that way. And from there on, you try to get yourself from landmark to landmark. You do have a couple of missteps, and as such, travel is pretty low, where Farroot was not under the hinder of the foliage itself. You do indeed now have to trek sometimes through what would be difficult terrain. For some moments, Gurkal, you might want to take out your large orc neck splitter, the large bearded axe that you have, and just like chop away a little bit, as like you have done many times before in your own jungle home. Sometimes you actually just have to say okay, we can't go this way, we need to circumvent around a little bit. One time, eventually, you and Hannah walk somewhere and you begin to think wait, was that mountainside always this close? No, I think we need to go that way. And you go on and on. In this endeavor, Allison, you just dart whoosh, as like a bunny rabbit, like from one bush into another one, sometimes with your tongue sticking out like goody, getting everything. Although you find a lot of very interesting plants that look it, you don't really find anything that special until eventually you come across a patch of some very nicely packed garlic. And as you tread to it, at first you think oh, okay, well, this is nice. Oh, no, wait. As you begin to dig them out a little bit, you can find these already hot in your hand flame cloves that you can use. Garlic with slight orange color because of from a slight influence from the plane of fire. It is very spicy. And you do know these fire attributes could also actually be used to create alchemical bombs. Okay. Although that might not really be your forte, at least they can be used as a very nice cooking ingredient that actually helps with cooking your own meat because of the fire.
DM,
yes.
Would I be able to improvise with this ingredient to make Gurkal's fire breath stronger?
As you get these things out, a small little light bulb begins to flicker, and you begin to realize that while looking through the wilderness for anything that is interesting and getting all these formulas from other people that thought of them before, for the first time you have this twinkle in your eye that you think maybe I myself might concoct a little something and try to create something of your own.
Oh my god,
Right.
napalm bomb. Like you throw the powder over someone and it engulfs them and then I whoosh and then they whoosh double.
Yeah, or you just eat the thing, or drink a concussion, and your fire breath's just stronger, or something
I
like
get
that.
to eat stuff?
That
I'm
would
in.
be awesome.
So
or
yeah,
like, and if you just keep it as garlic itself, then you can still eat it, and then his breath weapon becomes fire and poison damage. So that's also. All right. So now that you found it, let's see how much you can actually get from all of this. So go ahead and make a crafting check for me as you take out your different tools to see how many of these cloves you can harvest.
That's a natural 15 for a 29.
29, very nice. In that case, you get a total of 4 doses.
4 doses. All right.
4 doses. Some nice little bunches of like these orange tinted garlics, hot to the touch. You need to put them like in a little bit of a bag so it don't burn actual holes in your backpack.
All right. I just note it down as fire garlic with 4 doses. You can fill in the rest later.
Will do. So, with that, you continue your journeys until eventually, as you get deeper and deeper into the forest, it is time to set up camp. You eventually, as you are now in the middle of nowhere, you can only find like a nice little open area for you to set up camp. As you look like at different ways, you can see like all the different mountainsides or the hillsides being a little bit too far away for you, because that's only what you get for a 20 survival check. So that's going to be the best camp spot that you can make. Just a place where it's a little bit open, where you have at least a little bit space to set everything up.
Sure.
Sounds
Right.
good.
As you continue to do your own biddings, setting up camp and such, I would like every one of you to go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Natural 10 for a 17.
19.
17 for me as
18,
well.
Sorry.
Oh, excuse me. How much was it, Grukal?
18, sorry.
18?
17.
17?
19. We were all bad.
19? All right.
Really bad.
You set up camp, get out a little bit of a provision for you to cook dinner with, all have a nice hearty meal once again, and after that, it is time for bed. So, you guys taking watches again?
Yeah, definitely.
While you're in the wilderness?
As usual.
All right.
Yeah, I'll take the last one as always.
I
Very
think
Yeah, we
Arrow
have
should
all-
take them all.
Think so too.
I rotate them all. I agree. All right. Oh, Mariska asks how the score on hero points is, by the way.
Ooh, I'm gonna pass that on.
Okay, so
Currently, we have, I think it is 3 hero points for Hannah,
Ooh,
1 for Iroh, and an anti-luck.
okay, so I suggest Grukal, Hannah, Allison.
Yes.
Well, Iroh still with sugging in his boots. He's like, "Hey man, I know it's a little bit too much to ask, but like my feet are killing me. Is it okay if I sleep this one out? Thanks."
This one.
Hey,
Just this one.
This time I have this excuse. Let's see what happens the next time, okay?
Exactly.
All right. So, Grukal, Hannah, Allison. Grukal, as you sit outside the campfire, with it knispering a little bit in the wind, your ever-burning torch also illuminating the area around you, giving you yourself a little bit of a view of your surroundings. The forest area covering the entire land is pretty quiet, actually. It's a nice, tranquil evening. As the clouds are also gathering, like there's not a lot of star or moonlight actually peering through, so you have like this nice bubble of orange light.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, just darkness, and here and there you can hear a couple small critters running through the underbrush, but nothing as wild or fierce as to actually like grab your attention.
There's something new happening to Grukal.
Ooh.
He's sensing some kind of inner peace. There's something, you know, he's killed a lot of people over the last months. And everyone's laughing because I'm understating heavily. But yeah, there's something in him that's different. His love for Kurnow has grown. He's getting closer to his true self as a dragon. And for the first time in a while, the first time was when we arrived at the town, but this time he's also enjoying the sights. He inhales what might be a second bloom due to the good year. As plants reach fertility, he's enjoying everything. It's beautiful. And especially the glow of the fire, he puts his hand in it. And it feels good. He's happy. And he's found a good purpose. He's ready to kill these shadow monsters. He reflects on this. He's having a rare moment of self-reflection.
The dragonborn rage has been crystallizing into this new form of purpose. Nice.
Very nice.
Eventually, however, as the time goes on, even this moment passes, and it's time to let Hannah take the next watch. As you sit outside of your tent, Hannah, first thing you realize as you open the tent flaps is that this chilling breeze wakes you up very well, so you are right away very ready. Melody also walks up with you, like curls up next to you to the fire as your watch begins. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
24.
24. All right. So, as you are sitting here at the campsite, the nice little breeze that keeps you awake slowly but surely becomes a little bit more chilling. As you begin to realize that the temperature that you are experiencing wasn't the summer day that actually began.
I look around. Do I see something? A person, maybe? Or a figure?
Was it always this quiet?
Oh boy. I let Melo wake the guys up.
Melody walks in and first begins to lick the face of Allison.
I was meditating. Okay, what's going on?
Then he walks over to Grokal and like a good pussycat can do, like he raises up like his paw and just like smacks him in the face.
Grokal just giggles, kind of.
Hannah!
Does it again.
It's awfully chilly and quiet. I don't trust it.
Do I see my own breath?
You don't see your own breath, but now that you begin to move a little bit, like Hannah opened like the tent flaps to peer inside, and you can indeed feel like a little bit of a breeze.
I pick up a torch. I stay in the fireplace. I just take a few torches out, hand them over to people. Just look around a little bit.
Grokal pulls out the ever-burning torch from under his padded cloth.
And Grokal, a important thing for you, as you guys were leaving Dracaena, you packed your beautiful full-plate armor that was now adorned with spikes with you. However, as you were sleeping, you were not wearing it.
Yeah, so I'm wearing padded cloth, so I have a different number,
I basically start looking around.
I want to try and walk away from the camp a bit with Melo on my side.
Hannah, where are you going? Stay close.
I want to look if there's someone here or something.
And die? Stay in the light.
I have Melo. I take a torch. I light a torch.
Go.
All right.
Come. And I follow Hannah, because I'm not going to leave her alone.
I'm not alone.
All right, so Hannah, you take out the torch, and as you exit the tent a little bit, and as you are having this conversation with each other, eventually Hannah and Melo walk off. So let me just...
I draw my weapon, by the way.
Very well. So we would have.
And I'd like to.
Same here, I suppose.
I'd like to just be casting shield on myself all the time, just in case we're getting ambushed.
I have my great axe out. My orc neck splitter.
All right. As you all are just at that moment where Hannah and Melo are stepping off, you can hear a voice. Well now, can we get the battle map, Max?
Good.
I hate voices.
You hate voices.
Stop. Yeah.
That's bad. Let's see, battle map. There you go, and I'll adjust it as we speak.
There we go.
Yes.
As you can see, that from northwest, a hooded figure steps into like the very edge of the light that your torches are giving off.
I'll stand in front of Hannah.
Go ahead and move yourself then.
I can't.
Oh, you can. Oh. As you walk up to stand in front of Hannah and Melo, the figure steps in and says, "It's been some time since I introduced you to one of my pets in the ever-mist pine forest. I must thank you, though. As one of my other pets," as he snaps his fingers, "only now do you realize that the entire area itself has slowly become a little bit foggy. And as he snaps his fingers, you can hear as you can see that from the darkness behind him, the different heads of a large hydra are pushing himself through the woods. 5 different heads in total now gaze upon all of you, as after that, from the other side, further to the north, you can see stepping out of the shadows a smaller version.
I'm going to. Can I run to Call and use bark skin on him?
If you want to run, that'll be a very clear action. So probably if that happens, then they would also jump into action. Right now, like, everything is very tense. So if you're going to do something like that, then we're going to roll initiative.
What if I'll just like slowly walk to
Yeah.
back?
All right. So as these figures are daringly standing next to all of you.
What do you want from us?
Oh, there's nothing really that we want. Just for your disappearance is all. And as I wasn't capable of doing it the last time, and this time Hannah is slowly walking towards Grikal.
Are we so troublesome for you?
Indeed you are, but not for long. He whiffs his hands, and with that, all the heads of the large hydra next to him and the smaller one with only one head at the top of the camp just begin to go. So, Hannah, you were able to walk all the way up to Grikal, but you weren't able to cast the spell yet. And at this moment, I would like everybody to roll a perception check to see what initiative order the combat will be.
Nice! Natural 14. 21. 22.
Ooh, that's a high.
25.
Calculating.
25?
30.
30.
Oh, what?
All right.
Natural 17.
Let's go for Iroh.
I rolled bad.
Then with that, let me just check Iroh's stats real quick. There we go. It's 9. All right, that makes it very easy then. It's all of you, and then all of them.
Oh, nice.
All right, so we start off with Allison.
All right.
Hannah. Just a second. Call. All right, so there we go. As the large hydra and its smaller cousin are both stepping forward. They already begin to dig in their front claws in the earth to begin running towards all of you. But as that happens, Allison, your dexterous movements were already anticipating what was going to happen, and you dart into action. First up, what do?
I am gonna have a quite easy turn. I'm gonna walk in front of Hannah again, next to the fire.
Whoop. Right over there.
I'm gonna cast shield again to basically create a barrier in front of myself, basically drawing my weapon, spinning it all the time as a magical force uncovers me. And I basically, at my third action, I basically ask Hannah, maybe talk to this thing. You can do this.
And it looks like, what the fuck? All right. So, with that, as your blade twirls in front of you, this magical force emanates from it to give you a little bit more of defensive capabilities. And with that,
there's one thing. As I say that, I do want to look around to see if there are any other hidden creatures.
Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Let's roll 17 again for 30.
All right. Smart boy. As you can see that on the outside, just at the other end, another small Hydra creature is creeping up over the rocks,
sadly,
ready to jump into action.
Sadly, can't point it out yet, but that's it.
All right. After Allison, we go to Hannah.
So, I cast Speak with Animal, I guess. Wait, no, did I use Speak with Animal last time? No, I didn't, right? Because it's...
No, you decided it's a magical animal or a monster, so it doesn't count as a normal animal.
That's amazing. So I use bark skin on Grakal.
All right. So, with your padded armor, your beautiful full plate still in the tent, neatly packed up for your travels tomorrow, Hannah walks up to you, touches you, and with her Sintel staff, like the smoldering fire in the top of it begin to like blow over you a little bit, and everywhere where the Sintels land, you can feel your scales harden, and eventually it even begins to crack a little bit, as if the bark of a tree was growing on you as your scales become more dense and dense.
Nice. So what happens, Hannah?
So resistance 2 to bludgeoning and piercing damage, and weakness 3 to fire.
Resistance 2 to bludgeoning and?
Piercing.
And piercing. Okay, and minus 3 to fire.
Yeah.
So that brings my fire resistance down to 0.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. I think we can deal with that with a Hydra. I don't... Do Hydras spit fire? Oh god, please. Okay.
These Hydras did seem a little bit like the... Your adventures have seen multiple creatures like affected by the plane of shadow, and these creatures seem to fit that description quite well. They seem very oily black, and like almost seem to like radiate this dark aura itself already. The same lethargic fear effect that the undead creatures that you fought way before. These creatures could also emanate such a force.
Sweet.
And I begin to talk to the big Hydra. Oh my god, it's going to fill. I'm going to talk in... Do I feel like they understand common? Would Druidic be the better choice?
Last time you did Druidic.
You're right? Yeah, I'm going to use Druidic again. I'm nervous. Dear Hydra!
Dear Mr. Hydra. Okay, very important question. With which head do you make eye contact?
The left.
There are 5, right?
Yeah, there are 5 total, yeah.
Left one, I think.
Left.
Hey, we literally saved one of you. We set you guys free and now you want to attack? Can you please don't do that and have some respect?
Go ahead and make an intimidation check.
Can I make it, because it's an animal, diplomatic? Maybe.
Normally, doing things with animals would be a nature check, right? Go ahead and make a nature check.
No, because I can use my diplomatic thing because I had that thingy.
Okay. All right.
Wild empathy allows her to use diplomacy.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Let's say that your words weren't as harsh as an intimidation check. You can use diplomacy.
Yay! I said it like in a sweet way. I guess I said please.
Have some respect for your mother.
Please. I already rolled.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead.
That's a
You
29.
have 3 hero points. Oh, okay.
That's a 29. All right. So this is for your action. You also took a feat, which gives a nice first impression on creatures.
Oh.
So I'll say go ahead and make another diplomacy check for free because you took a feat for that.
Is that a good thing? I don't know.
It's just like you are very cute.
Could be good.
You are very cute. That's basically what it does. Like you are very cute, and as such, when people meet you for the first time, and now that you are trying to converse with the Hydra,
I'm gonna use a hero point. Oh,
More about Hannah.
Both, probably.
Oh, suddenly also, yeah. Okay, so you're using a hero point.
yeah.
Reroll.
This is way better. That's also a 29.
okay, so 2 29s already. Oh, Crystal is gone for a second. As Hannah, as you step forward, with your words, you smack your staff into the ground, and with that, the entire forested area around you begins to, react to it a little bit. As you can see, like with the force of your staff, this wind wash over, and all of the different dark fogs at the end of the small clearing where you are present begins to roll back a little bit, and you can actually see, like, not the large Hydra, but the small one. Just in front of you. You look at it and you recognize it as the one that you actually set free from the hobgoblins.
I wanted to
Couple of days
befriend him.
And the small one actually just looks around a little bit, looks at his quote-unquote master standing there in the bushes, looks at you again, just perceiving everything a little bit. It seems to have an effect on him, although it's hard to say what exactly will happen.
I move Melo as well. And that's it.
Okay. After Hannah, we go to Grikal. Grikal, with your newfound, scaly, bark-like armor, what would you like to do?
All right, so I'm a simple man. I see big monsters, I attack. So let me see, how many squares would this be? Oh, it's not saying. I'm not seeing a grid. I want to move. There we go. I want to move 25 feet towards the Hydra.
25 feet towards the big one. That would be like this.
All right. Guess I will get my shield and spear out after all. So I'm going to switch weapon as another action.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will use Litany of Wrath against the Hydra, the big one.
Oh dear.
So as I unsheathes my spear from my shield, I point it at him, and a small beam of light from the moon, Kalika's favor, hits the Hydra. So what the Hydra has to do is he has to make a will save. If he's a particularly wrathful creature, I'll leave that up to you.
Mm-hmm.
Then he gets 1 degree of success worse.
Ooh.
Okay.
Than the result of its saving throw. So, particularly wrathful, such as a wrath demon, which is a very extreme example right away.
I'd say let's let the dice decide.
Fair enough.
All right, yeah. So basically, because I was thinking, like, this creature is freaking pissed. He has been imprisoned for a very long time, and right now he is, like, getting, like, pumped up even more to battle all of you. So I'll say for this particular Hydra and this particular setting, yes, he will count as a wrathful creature.
Nice. So DC 22.
Let's see, his save was a 27, so that becomes a normal failure then.
Failure.
Right.
So
yeah.
each time the target uses an action that deals damage to at least one good creature, he takes 4d6 good damage.
Oh, damn.
This is for the rest
Nice.
of the encounter.
Wow.
Oh, snap.
Damn.
Yeah, that's
gonna
nice,
be nice.
right?
That's gonna
So-
be nice.
Basically, Kuranao, or Kalika in this case, the moon goddess, because it's night, is shining down upon him, and her light will damage his darkness, his manifestation.
Ooh.
Basically,
Very
we
nice.
have one neutral character in our party, which is
Iroh.
Iroh, so
And-
he better
and
stay
Beto?
the fuck back.
I'm neutral.
Hannah, you're neutral too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm neutral, yeah.
Oh, I thought you were good
Hannah's
aligned.
neutral.
No.
Yeah, I figure I pegged you as good. My bad.
Then
My
there's
bad.
two of us,
But
Kirkall.
regardless, yeah, I'm right in front, so it's gonna suck.
Now I think Hannah's alignment is described as cute. All right. So with that, right now you begin to realize that the weather that you have been perceiving this entire time probably was a little bit something to do with the forces of shadow greatening here in this area. However, now as you cast the light of your moon goddess down upon this creature, the weather just breaks open and you can actually see the clouds part for a minute as your magic pulls down this ray of moonlight to envelop this hydra, and you can see a little bit of the starry sky around it open up as well. Very nicely done. And here you stand at the ready as we now go to Iroh. Iroh will just move over here, and he will go ahead and begin casting his Bless once again. All right. There we go. Let's see this. Can everybody see that yellow circle around him? Very good. So Iroh just steps up and begins to chant like the same aura once again. And just in the same way that your magic cast away the shadows a little bit, his Bless spell also envelops you with this vigorous energy once again. So you get a +1 bonus to attack rolls and saving throws? No? Just attack rolls, I think. Just attack rolls. But still,
Attack rolls.
very
Thanks.
nice nonetheless.
Nice. Good job, Iroh.
Bowser, could
Can you
you
use
make
that-
could you make the circle in a different color? I think people on phones
Yeah.
will not be able to see this.
Let's what is it good? Let's make it like a little orangey.
Red.
Like
There you
this.
go.
Oh, yeah.
Great.
There we go.
I'm
Bless my
gonna
soul.
use the toilet, but I have these in, so I will be able to hear you.
All right. So after that, as all of you are springing into action,
What's your AC, Kirkall? That's very important now.
I have it.
Okay.
Oh wait, no,
No,
now I
padded.
do not.
No,
The
padded armor.
Yeah, my AC currently is only 21.
21. All right. So, as this is going on, the shadowy figure snaps his finger once again, and you can see this small orb of blackness just get from it. Feed, he says, and with that, the large hydra begins to run up towards Grakal, and as it gets right up in his business, he is going to use his focused assault ability. The Hydra attacks a single target with his head, overwhelming its foe with multiple attacks and leaving always nowhere to dodge. Okay, so he's gonna strike. Which is going to... Wow. Okay, so that's going to be a 19 to hit, so that still misses.
Wow.
However, even on a failed attack, the Hydra deals damage from one fang strike to the creature, though it still misses completely on a critical failure. It's not a critical failure. So, as Grakal is standing there with his shield up in the air, all 5 heads just as a gulf of snakes just begin to assault Grakal. And even though he can block most of the blows, he still takes... That would be 12 points of piercing damage, which is reduced by 2. 2? All right.
Yep,
so
yep,
10
yep,
points of piercing
baby.
damage.
And now the Hydra takes damage because he damaged a good creature.
Indeed, he does. So go ahead and roll your damage on that one.
Yeah, that's 4d6. That's 6 and 8 is 14.
Nice.
14 damage. Good damage.
He attacked, but he takes more damage. As these snake-like hands begin to pummel you from all sides, you can actually see a couple of...
How much did I take? I'm sorry.
Well, there was a 12 total.
12
but 10
minus 2.
because you have resistance, right?
Thanks. Yeah.
All right. So, as this happens, the ray of moonlight actually begins to widen a little bit, and you can actually see this pulse coming through it. And with that, all of the heads of the Hydra reel back in pain before getting back into position to unleash another assault after the next round.
So how many actions did he use to do this?
2 actions.
Okay.
2 actions to make this like this crowd of assault, and he took his third action to move. So this is his entire turn. However, there is one Hydra still looking at the top.
Because as a failure with the ref that Gurkha put on him, every action he uses to damage, he gets damage. So
yeah, this is one thing that takes 2 actions.
yeah, it specifically says each time the target uses an action and deals damage to at least one.
Yeah, uses an action. I think it's meant that this is one thing that you do, so you only take 1 time the damage.
Yeah, I think so. I think so too, Max.
The success version is the first time the target uses an action.
Yeah, so
first
only
time.
once.
First thing he does. It's one thing.
Okay.
It takes 2 actions. I think this is for now.
Yeah.
I'll rule it like this. The Hydra up top, the one that you know, and the one that actually got freed from captivity by you, Hannah, just standing there and just looks around a little bit, stunned. He doesn't take his turn, although the guy who actually has like the magic controlling these creatures does do. You foul beast, get in there! And he balls his fist a little bit, and you can actually see that another globe of shadow is enveloping his own fist as he balls it, and you can see the Hydra up top reel back a little bit. In the same time, however, the Hydra who until now was hiding away in the shadows jumps up and runs up towards all of y'all. And as he stands there, he is going to go ahead and leave out again this blast of dark energy, of this lethargic energy of his shadow plane over all of you. So I would like all 3 that are next to him to go ahead and make a will save.
27.
27, success.
I use a hero point. And another die. Oh my god, I rolled exactly the same. Okay, that's a 17.
17, that's a fail, however.
And Melo?
And then
And Melo?
Oh shit.
Oh crap, I got cats.
Can he not?
Fucking cat.
Well,
We can just kill him,
Malo's
you know.
24, so
That's a success. So,
yeah.
this wave of shadow washes over you, Hannah. You also didn't see this creature before, so for you, this is the first time you see it, and you are chilled to the bone. You are frightened too. So that means that for now you take a -2 to basically everything that you're going to do in your next round. At the end of your round, the frightened condition lessens by 1. So then you'll be frightened 1. You take a -1 to everything. And after that, you're all the way clear. All right. Those were their turns. After that, we go back to the top of the round. Allison, back to you.
All right. This beastie behind me right now. Curious. Can I leave Hannah and Melo to kill this thing? I think I can. I just hope Hannah's gonna turn into a bear or something. Do I remember if these Hydras have reach?
You do remember indeed that these creatures had reach, yes.
Okay. Makes things a lot more difficult. Because then I'd had to step twice, which is a pain in the arse.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna run for it. He can
Yeah.
make a snap to me. Yeah.
All right. So as you do indeed, like the large head at front with the long neck tries to snap at you, coming at you for a, well, that's a 19 to hit.
Misses.
All right. So just snaps the air as you can leave its space. And where do you want to go?
I stand next to Gurkhan on his left side.
On his
yeah.
Left. There we go. Yeah.
In the aura. And,
There we go.
and afterwards I'm gonna make one strike.
All right. As you have this large creature in front of you, what do you want to strike? Do you want to strike a head or do you want to strike at the body?
I think I'm gonna strike the body.
All right.
Yeah, one of his legs, preferably. See if I can immobilize him or something like that. I don't know. That, with the +1 from Iro, is a +16 for me. I rolled 17, so that's 33.
Woohoo!
And
That's a nice
he's
number.
flat-footed to me.
Yeah, that's a critical hit. Go ahead and roll damage on that one.
Nice. Okay, this is gonna be nice. This is gonna be fun.
Yeah.
So I get to roll 66. Shoot. One more. Yes. Okay.
More dice.
More dice.
More rolling. More damage. More everything.
Yeah. 12, 15, 18, 23 plus 8 is 31 points of damage.
Whew, nice. As you dart out of the way of one Hydra and into the space of another, you use your momentum. The sword still swirling around for the shield spell eventually stops. Tink, and you get like this nice, beautiful gash. Sink to one of his front legs. Like the blood begins to pour out already. And as soon as you retract the blade, you can see that the wound is slowly closing up again.
All right. As I end my shield spell, I redo my shield spell. So basically, I make one strike and then I continue my motion.
As a whirlwind of steel and magical energy is protecting you from any other assault. That was Allison's turn. Hannah. We go to you.
I am going to scream at least to the one that I know. In Druidic. Please get away, run. He's evil. I will protect you.
Go ahead and make a diplomacy check.
Wait.
Oh God.
My stuff is falling on the ground. Okay. I'm gonna use my last hero points.
Quickly going through those.
That's what I needed. 28.
28. As you begin to speak once again, he begins to reel back a little bit. This time focusing a little bit on you, cocks his head. And now it seems that he is a little bit more at ease, if that makes sense.
And I use Fireball.
All right. Run. All right, so where do you want to cast your Fireball? I came prepared.
Ooh,
Nice.
nice.
I came prepared. So, if you want to hit both the Hydras, then you are going to hit
No.
all y'all.
Yeah, no, that's not what I want.
So you can easily hit the guy and the Hydra.
This works, right?
Yeah, very well. You have a beautiful line of sight as well. Very thematic that you can actually just point it there and let it erupt.
Yeah, I just want him to be hurt, especially, and since we're already fighting the big Hydra, I guess. Jeez.
Very well. All right, so as you get out your druidic staff, the scintils on top of it begin to flare up a little bit until eventually this bead of orange energy gets there, and with the sound of a small implosion, as the guy and the Hydra both need to make saves. The guy dressed in shadow, the one that's commanding these creatures, sees it in time and just like throws himself down in the tall grass where he's situated, and the flames wash over him, although you can still hear him. He makes a save, still takes half damage. The Hydra, on the other hand, for a second, this large ball of smoke is enveloping the Hydra, and you can see all of the different heads wreathe out of it in pure chaotic, malice.
It's a shame he doesn't take 5 times the damage because he has 5 heads.
That's true.
Does it seem to particularly dislike the fire?
It does. Ooh. It does indeed dislike fire.
Ooh, yes! Too bad I only had one prepared. Fine. Oh. $15.
15. 15 on 66?
Low roll.
Yeah.
Too bad. All right. Still, though, Nice little chunk of damage. As Allison, as this happens, you look at the wound that you made with your blade, and as the fire singes the flesh itself, there's only scar tissue left.
All right, nice.
All right. So, after that, we go to Grakal once again.
Nice. All right, so Grakal sees this happen. He's going to try something. I'm going to produce flame against it. So I can shoot. I now have a human feat, which gives me the ability to produce flame from my throat.
Yeah.
Or I mean a Dragonborn ability.
Yeah.
The enemy would have an attack opportunity against you if they have one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's totally fair. In that case, I will raise my shield first, and then I produce flame.
All right. As you raise your shield and you begin to inhale, and like the little bit of flare that you had before in your throat, now as you have found your purpose with vanquishing these shadows, comes into this pure roaring flame. And as you begin to breathe fire, one of the heads sees an opportunity and snaps at you.
Okay.
For a total of 20.
That's a miss.
Nice. At the shield, clashes off. No effect.
Nice. All right, here we go. So I make a spell attack roll, which is 15 plus 12 is 27.
Ooh, that'll hit.
Sweet. So I do 3d4 fire damage.
What do you want to target? One of the heads or the body?
The body.
The body? All
I'm
right.
going for the wound that was already made.
Very well.
Allison made the decision. Grakal's just going to follow, like brother in arms. So that's 2, another 2, and a 4. So that is 8 fire damage.
At the wound, this small localized explosion as you, this large bolt of fire, as you reach back in pain, as he takes another little bit of damage. Nice.
That's my turn.
All right. Afterwards, we go to Iroh. Iroh is first up going to concentrate on his spell to increase the radius. So now, hopefully, Melo and Hannah not yet can also make use of the bless area.
When do I roll for fear?
You don't.
You
I
don't
roll
roll.
for that?
It just automatically lessens 1 at the end of your turn.
Good.
So with that, as he continues to chant, he also takes a look at the large Hydra in front of him, and he's going to cast Daze on the target. So the Hydra is going to go ahead and make a Wisdom save, which he makes, so he only takes 1 point of mental damage. As one of the heads, actually there's like, reels back a little bit, but there are 2 more that can take his place, very thematically. All right, so with that out of the way, we go back towards the turn of the Hydras. Now that the large Hydra is in view of all of you, he is actually going to use another ability where he attacks all 3 of you. So that is Grakal, Allison, and Iroh all get a hit. Grakal, that is going to be a 27 to hit.
That would hit against Grakal.
I think so.
Apologies. Sorry, one more time?
27 to hit.
Yeah, that's a hit.
All right. Allison gets a 22.
Misses.
And Iroh gets a 26. So Iroh and Grakal are both hit by a couple of the jaws, and they take 14 points of piercing damage. Lessened to
14.
12 for you,
12
Grakal.
for
So you're
me.
still, there we go. All right.
I have
Nice little
22
chunk of
damage. Oof.
All right. Those are 2 of its turns, and after that, he still has 1 action left. Yeah, he's going to go for a Hail Mary against, let's say, Allison, because you were the one that damaged it most until now. So, Allison, you get a 13 to hit. As the shield spell holds strong, your magical energy just pushes back the head. On the other side of camp, however, this Hydra is now gazing at you, Hannah.
I have one question.
Oh, yeah.
Did Iroh get hit? I'm sorry,
yes.
I was being distracted there in the stream. Could I use Liberating Step on him?
You could indeed.
to reduce the damage by 8 and give him a free step.
Very good. I think he will use that to just take one step backward, so he is now enveloping all of you in his aura already, like right there.
Sweet.
There we go.
Oh, it's a free step. Never mind. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a free step.
Yeah,
That's the nice part about it. And very important, Iroh now has 69 hit points. Giggity. All right.
Same.
Very good, very good. With that, the other Hydra at the south side of camp is going to try and attack you, Hannah. So you are still frightened 1, so you take a -1 to your AC for this. The first attack is going to come in. That's going to be a 17 to hit.
Nope.
Rolling well, Wouter.
Yeah, very well. Second natural 1. And third one, let's make the Hail Mary. Is in. Okay, so that's with a minus. Still 23 to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah? Alright, so you take 1 hit from this little fella, and you take a total of 11 points of piercing damage. As he just begins to unleash like this flurry of jaw attacks, like, trying to nip at you, and at one point you can just feel like a set of the teeth just graze you at one side, and like the wetness of the blood staining your own clothes. Wait, how many points damage did I say? 11, right? Yeah,
11, yeah.
All right.
Kukal, as you took damage, did you calculate the -2 resistance?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did.
As the Hydra up top is still just looking right there, and he seemingly tries to do something. You can see him digging in his claws into the dirt, and he's like closing his eyes a little bit as he's concentrating. But next to that, nothing seems to happen right now. We are back to Allison, as the Hydra is unleashing all of its feral might against all of you. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna slice it twice at the same spot.
All right.
So just gonna try and hack one of his, like, he has a lot of heads he has to carry, so I'm gonna try and slice one of his legs off so he cannot carry all those heads.
Fair enough.
First attack is a 20
20?
with flank.
Just misses, I'm afraid.
That's a shame. Okay, second attack.
One of the heads like snaps at you and you need to reel back a little bit or get your head bitten off.
Second attack is a 13, so that definitely
13?
misses.
All right. One thing that you did realize, however, is that even though like the wound was cauterized, you can still see like him bulking up a little bit as regeneration continues.
Okay, cool. Yeah, last action, gonna use my shield again. Like, I'm tanking right now, kind of, so...
Very well. Hannah, back to you.
Okay, so first, I'm going to yell again at the fucking Hydra that I now love. Freaking bastard.
God damn it!
I'm going to yell, "You're a beautiful creature, you can do this, I trust in you!"
Go ahead and, well, go ahead and make a diplomacy check.
Okay.
Roll a boyfriend check.
Well, this technically this will count as an 8 check. So you need to roll a 20 or higher.
Oh. Oh no.
Is it a natural 1?
Yeah,
Yeah? Okay, so...
of course it is.
Like, you try to encourage him a little bit with these words, but you're actually just, like, getting his mind off of more important things. One of your actions spent. You still have 2.
Okay, so I'm going to melee into flanking position. Well, yeah. No, I'm not going to stab or anything. Not that it makes sense, but I'm going. Yeah, you know, I'm going to change to an animal. Bear.
To an animal?
Yeah.
All right. What do you turn yourself
Bear
into?
the shit out of him. Bear.
You want to be Burr?
Burr.
Okay, let's get the Burr. Good.
I remember.
Very small Burr cub. Burr.
Burr.
Burr. As the bear cub is emerging, as your staff that you were using to block like the jaws of the Hydra, you push the head back, and in one fluid motion, you get the staff back, which morphs into your furry bear-like posterior, and then you drop to all fours. Bear! Because everybody knows that bears are like Pokemon. They say their own name the entire time. Bear! All right. That was your turn?
See.
Very good.
No,
Then
bear.
we go to Grakal.
Yes, sorry, I was typing. So Grakal is going to first off raise his shield, and I'm then going to just take a little stab at the Hydra in front of me.
All right.
I'm going again at the body.
Okay, very
So
well.
I'm continuing the assault. So that I get a +1 from Iro, natural 17. That's really nice. So 33.
33 critical hits. Nice.
Really?
You get your
Nice.
You strike somewhere very, very vital for this creature, or at least so it feels as you again twist the blade and pull it back out for a good chunk of
Yes.
damage.
That's sweet. All right, here we go. So that is 1 and 2, and 7 and 2. So that's 9, 12 plus 8 is 20 damage against the
20
Hydra.
damage. Nice.
I totally forgot to roll damage for the Hydra last turn, but
Oh,
that's
right.
my
You
bad.
can still roll 4d12.
You still want me to do that?
Yeah, you can do it twice because he used 2 separate things to attack.
All right. So that's how much damage did I say it was?
3d6.
3d6, right? Yeah, 3d6. Okay.
Yeah, boy.
So that's 6 and 4 is 13 damage,
13? And then he took
And-
another action to target the good creatures now.
and that's 8, 10 damage.
Nice. 23. Jesus, man.
Yeah, I'm laying it on heavy.
That spell is a powerhouse.
This spell only works against evil creatures, though, so I won't be able to use this on everyone, but it's perfect for where we are in this campaign. I'm really happy to have it.
That works. That works indeed. All right.
So I have one more action left, which I'm... Let's see, so Hannah's over there. Kind of want to move closer to her, in all honesty. So I am going to take... No, I'm going to... I just stabbed his big Hydra friend, right? So I turn around as I do this, as my spear's still stuck, and I turn towards the Hydra fighting Hannah, and I just roar at it. I make an intimidation check, and I wanted to try and target me. I don't want to intimidate it and try to
Taunt
make it
it.
frightened.
You want to make a
I
taunt
want to
check?
taunt it. Yeah.
I'll say
does
go ahead and make an
intimidating-
intimidation check.
Sweet. Does intimidating prowess apply? The +1 because I stabbed his big brother.
Sure. Like you did have a critical hit on it. It's a pretty gory display as you stab the Hydra, and you have like this anime like squirt of like a like it
Blood.
melts you.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Well, the thing in intimidating prowess also says that I ignore, in this case, language barriers.
Ah, and there is indeed a language barrier with all of this.
Yeah. So in this case, I roll with a +14, which is it's not that great. That's a natural 8, so 22.
22 against is
Probably will DC.
will DC. That'll succeed then.
Nice.
All right. So with that, as the Hydra is still trying to grab like the human form of the humanoid form of Hannah, as she then begins to turn into a bear, he loses his target for a second, and then the Hydra can take a look yonder at you, where you are stabbing like the large creature in front of you and yelling at it, and the Hydra already goes like, seeming to have some sort of an effect on it.
Perfect. That's my turn.
And a good turn it was. Afterwards, we go back to Iro, who is just going to rinse and repeat for now. Also because it's very easy to do.
Fair enough.
All right. And let's see here. If Iro now moves up towards the Hydra, right over there. No, he will just lose Hannah from his aura. So for now, he will just still go ahead and try another daze at the Hydra.
If he
See
moves
if
a
he
couple of
gets
steps, can he envelop Melo as well?
That could be done, but then he can't do his daze. So then he would only move, and that's it.
Hmm.
So I think he's just going to try and daze the Hydra, which is, let's see here. That would be a normal fail. So no, he needs a critical fail, right, for it to actually take away one of the actions. Yeah, right. But still, 2 points.
So he only does his modifiers damage now.
All right. So with that, as he does a couple of points of damage, what you can see happen as Iroh just stands there chanting and eventually just like leers at the Hydra, the body goes limp to the ground.
2 damage?
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
It's not the first time it happened.
Nope. Although, as Iroh is looking there, damn straight. So as it happens, the Hydra itself, all the heads writhe up once again as the regeneration continues to do his magic. Let's just start another one right over there. And on top of its turn, as all the heads writhe up once again, he gets its footing back as well, and the Hydra goes in for another flurry of blows against all y'all. This time, as Iroh is now out of range. Let's see. Yeah, he's just going to. You know what? No. Both of you are pretty big threats to him, so he's going to focus both of you. So
Makes sense.
2 attack rolls. First one against Recall, coming in for a 33.
That's a crit.
All right. Second one at Allison, coming in for a natural 1. And then let's give the last one to Allison as well for a Hail Mary, which is 2 natural 1s in a row. Allison, you are a very lucky boy today. Recall on the other end, not so much. 30 points of total damage.
Sweet. So as he hits me, as he 30. Okay, so 28 points of damage. That hurts, which puts me at a freaking 50 damage. As he hits me, right, he bites me, and at one point I smash my shield back as Kalika's light hits it for 44 damage. It's 44 because it's heightened, actually. It's even better.
Ooh, nice.
6 and 4.
It are D6s if you mean that spell.
I mean D6s, yeah, my bad. So that's 10 and 18.
Nice. And with that, you can see the body of the Hydra slump to the ground once again, but all of the heads are still up for the count, still snapping away at all of you. All right.
Nice.
So, with that, as this Hydra is ending its turn, the other one from at the south just takes a few steps back and then leaps in front of you.
No.
Right over there.
No.
So I would like, I'm going to roll for Iroh, Allison, and Grakal to make wisdom saves. Will saves.
26.
All right, 26 success. Iroh also has a success.
Nice. 26.
All right, nothing happens as this cloud of darkness envelops all of you, but it doesn't take any effect on your mental fortitude. There is, however, a second Hydra in battle right now. All right, with that out of the way, the one Hydra at the top is going to go ahead and try to make his will save. It's not because of your failed A check, Hannah, but the Hydra is still just... as the shadowy figure in the bushes continues to ball his fist, looking around a little bit in confusion, do my bidding, goddammit! Get in there! Seems to be in a little bit of a mental stalemate, both of them. Afterwards, we go back to the top of the round to Allison.
I'm gonna shout to Grakal real quick. Use your fire!
Your call screams, Get the bleeder!
Yeah, Allison's not gonna do that because he's solo. He's no threat at all. Like somebody has to join. So for now, unless someone will join him soon, he will just first. You know what? I'm gonna create an opening for Gurkha at some point. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run to the fire camp. I'm gonna take.
May I make one tiny interruption? We have a elemental spark fire redeemed against the Hydra, the big Hydra.
Oh,
nice.
Fire! There you go.
Very
So
well.
as you say this, our artifact suddenly lights up instead of Gurkha and spits fire at it. A D4, I think.
Going towards one of the heads. 4 points of fire damage. Very nice.
Nice.
As one of the heads gets this nice little burn mark at it.
Does it die now or doesn't it?
No. Still alive.
Bad.
Like the body seems lifeless. All of the heads are still up and running.
Interesting. Okay.
And indeed, Charlie, it is called the fartifact.
In that case, Allison, as he sees that, he thought fire would kill it. Didn't. In that case, he's still gonna first puncture Gurkha with a needle.
Okay, so you're gonna use an attack on Gurkha. Very
Yes,
well. Roll
I'm
them.
gonna kill him. No, I'm gonna try and take one of my syringes out and stab it in his leg. For a 20 total, so that's a success, which heals you for 27 points of damage.
Ooh,
Thank you so much.
nice.
So,
And afterwards, I'm gonna go for one of the heads with a strike.
All right.
So now I guess the body is down. I guess I'm just gonna hit the head because nothing else is happening right now.
Yep. Do you want to hit the damaged head or one of the other ones?
The damaged head.
Very well.
we have two characters at 69 HP now.
Yeah, it is very good. It's very
Nice.
good.
That is a total of 27.
27 hits.
That will do a total of low roll. 9 points of damage.
9 points of slashing damage, right?
Yeah.
All right. So with that, as one of the heads comes close to you, as its neck is pretty broad, but the tissue in it is pretty soft, it seems that your blade is easily cutting through the head itself. And as you decapitate, sink one of the heads, which topples down, lifeless on the ground. Like the stump itself is wreathing a little bit, and you can already see like the magic doing its work as the stump itself begins to grow a little bit.
I'm gonna puncture the stump. Like I see,
Puncture the stump.
I see, like I noticed that this flesh is rather weak. So
Mhm.
as the head is basically fallen off, and I am basically just gonna jump and slash my blade inside the
Into the stump itself.
into the stump itself.
All right. Go ahead and make another attack roll then.
Natural 17 for 28.
28 will hit. So as you jump up, you jam your sword into the open neck hole, basically, embedding it there.
13 points of damage.
All right, it's good and well in there.
Yeah.
Do you want to leave it there?
No, I'm gonna
Do you
pull it
wanna-
out.
Yeah, you pull it out. Okay, sink. And as soon as you pull it out, you can see that the magic itself, the enchantment on this Hydra, which allows it to regrow the wounds that it's taken, continues nonetheless.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
All right. Very well. After that, we go to Hannah.
I walk to our. Oh, I can do this. Why? Hello? Roll 20 is like hating me.
Can someone help?
I can.
Where do you
I
want?
can only move Milo. I don't know.
You can't move bear. You can.
No.
You're not allowed to
Here we
move there.
Now
I
you
want
can,
to.
You can now move bear. You can now move Bear.
I can. Oh,
You can move Bear.
right. Ow. Oh.
Bear. Bear.
Oh no! This is Ira. Wait.
Don't
Bear?
mistake it with beer. It's bear.
No, Bear.
Yes. Over here, I counted it. It's. I did the thing.
How many attack opportunities?
All
Yeah.
of them. I don't
If you-
care.
As you run through this whole debacle, you do get. Let's see here. So
20.
the four-headed Hydra
Yeah.
can make a total of 4 attacks of opportunity because it has 4 heads. But
Mhm.
let me just see.
Oh, I get 5 temporary hit points, by the way, so I'm at 66.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so it can't use more than 1 on the triggering action. You used. Let's just say you get 2. Because you use 2 actions of movement, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, with the first you get like in his range and move a little bit already, and then with the second one, so you get 2 attacks of opportunity from him, and then 1 from the Hydra that is battling Grakal and Allison.
I'll be right back real quick.
So the first one comes in for a 29 to hit.
That hits.
Hits. Second one comes in for a 25.
Yep.
And the third one comes in for 25 again.
Yep.
All right, so 3 hits total.
Roll them separately. I want to use Liberating Step.
Very well. 14 points of damage on the first one.
14.
Let's Liberating Step that one. So it
Alright.
turns into 6, Hannah.
Great.
6 points of
And
damage.
you get to move an extra square somewhere if you would like to.
Nah.
No? All right.
Oh,
I mean-
yeah, well, that might be smart. Over here.
All right. So the first one was wow. Well, that amount of damage. The
14,
second
yeah.
one,
26 damage.
second one is 13 points of damage,
Okay.
and the last one is going to be 10 points of damage. So another 23 total. So, how many hit points do you have left right now?
37.
37. All right. Just put that there for myself to remember. All right. As you do this small bear cub, like a lion-sized bear, actually, just like the different teeth coming at you as you bolt through. You are then standing there next to this shadowy figure with his fist still balled, as out of nowhere, this bear is just like all up in his face, and oh crap! What do you do?
Bear.
Can I try and get him to the ground with my bear body? Like,
With your bear body? You have a bear body.
I have a bear body.
You have a bear body.
Bear.
Well, go ahead and make an athletics check against his
Great.
fortitude DC. Let's see if we can weaken him a little bit.
No.
Ooh,
27.
27. Yeah, that'll be enough. Although, let me just take a look here.
No. I don't want an although. No.
It's not a critical success, so he's still standing right now. So
Oh.
as you just made him flat-footed.
Oh. Okay. Okay. That's all I can do. Oh, Melo will move a little bit.
Okay, you can move the Melo.
Yes.
Very well. As he is stumbling back a little bit, your turn ends and we go to Grakal. Grakal, you have what you wished for, and you are now sandwiched between 2 Hydra creatures. And you are still muted.
Perfect. So I go and slice with my spear into. So there are 4 Hydra heads left on the big one. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. So slice number 1.
All right, go ahead and make your attack.
That's a 9 plus 15, 24. No, plus 16, 25 because Iroh is blessing
There
me.
we go. Hits. Go ahead and roll damage on that one.
Nice. Gets me 8 plus 4 is 12 damage.
12 points of damage. Technically, your spear does piercing damage, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So as you jab your spear into the flesh of one of the other heads, you do a good chunk of damage and retract it. And the head itself, now its open neck hole that you created, is also gushing blood a little bit, but it's still functional.
I knew I should have done this earlier. I'm gonna use my second action to turn back into the neck splitter, and I'm gonna go for a different head this time.
All right.
You're gonna split a neck.
Yeah, I'm like.
You're gonna use your neck split.
There's ever an appropriate moment. Yeah. So with a +10 on this roll. Nice. That's a 16 plus 10 is 26.
Hits.
Baby. So that's freaking 2d12. That's 9 plus 4 is 13 damage.
Yeah.
Slashing.
And with the weakness to slashing damage, like, it's so satisfying to just have that large weapon in your hands, and like one of the heads making attacks of opportunity against Hannah just like whizzes past you, and at that moment, clean cut, sink, another head falls to the ground as like a empty stump just begins to slither away a little bit.
So I recall as he pulls his next player out from the ground, looks happily over at Allison, who's fighting only a meter and a half away. He says, "Look, must slash, not stab."
You're very right! As I dodge out under one of those things.
Although you can still see that this new flesh that you have exposed, the stumps themselves, not being cauterized by the flames, because these are new wounds. All right, so after that, we go to Iroh, who right now is still going to just use his bless spell, and after that he is just going to punch the shit out of the Hydra in front of him. So, ooh. Let's see. Hey, good rolls, Iroh. 16 natural 20 and an 8 on the third one. So the third one is going to miss, I believe, but the first two are going to hit. So that's going to be what kind of damage dice did Iroh have with his fist? D8s already. Jesus. Yeah. Right. So his monkish fury.
He's always had D8s, but he has 2 D8s right now.
Yeah. So that's going to be 6d8 plus 3 times the modifier for all the blows that he has given. Wow. 4 7s, a 5, and a 1.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's 28 plus 6 is 34. And his modifier was plus 4, I believe.
4 right now, yeah.
24 plus another 12 equals 36 points of damage. As Iroh was focusing all his fury as this Hydra just jumps in front of him. Oh, okay. And he just pummels him into the ground.
Nice.
All right. Very nice. There we go.
All right, so we have to cauterize each neck. So that means I'm gonna have. I can only do 1 per turn. So we're gonna need to keep the heads off.
Yep.
Go.
And right now, as Iroh's turn ends, the body of the Hydra gets back up again. Although now you can see that since a couple of the heads are removed, it seems that his regeneration is slowed a little bit as well. So you have at least an idea that we need to remove all of the heads to get this job done.
Okay.
Now, his body moves up a little bit again, and after that, as he comes to his turn, he is going to make 2 checks. All right. 1 success, 1 fail. So one of the stumps, as it is burbling up the wounds that you had given it, Allison, seemingly a little bit too much, and the stump goes lifeless. The other one, however, as it begins to bubble a little bit, you can see that it splits up into 2 new heads, as he's back to 5.
Yeah, this
and
is
there are still
right?
stumps left.
There are no stumps left anymore. The one stump that was damaged, although, well, let me take a look. Can he...
One of them had a stabbing wound, maybe, but it might have already regenerated.
We had regeneration.
I should not have opened the beer. Like, I had my windows open the whole day, and there's so many fruit flies around, and they're all just attracted to the beer that I'm drinking right now. It's so annoying.
Oh,
So as I'm constantly waving away things, it's because I have flies in my room. It's terrible. It's actually terrible.
All right, no. So the unauthorized stump that is still left is also still active, but he can only do this once every turn. So he tried it. The first one succeeded. So one of the stumps regrows into 2 heads, and the other one, if it's left untouched for his next turn, it seems that he can try this once again.
Okay.
All right. So
Okay.
with that out of the way, he is going to unleash Hell's Fury on. Let's see. On you, Krakal. You are going to take the brunt of it. So you are going to get all of the jaws, also the 2 heads that now emerged, came from the stump that you just decapitated, and all of the eyes are focused on you for this 1 second, as all of the heads rush in to bite the God damn it. Okay, so that's a miss again, so you only take... well, that's 2 6s and 2d6, so that's it balances out. That's a total of 19 points of piercing damage to you. Reduced by 2.
So that becomes 17 damage, and it takes damage again.
Very well.
So I'm a roll, starting with 10 and adding another 7, so 17 good damage.
As the darkness once again is dissipated from this Hydra, and its body itself becomes another lifeless blob of flesh, already trying to reanimate itself so it can move around, but then getting blasted down by the positive magic of Grakal. As this goes on, the other Hydra at your side, Grakal, is also going to unleash Hell of Fury to bite you from the other side, with the first attack coming in at a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
The second one misses, and the third one, that would be... No, also misses. So you take 1 additional hit from the Hydra at your back for a total of 10 points of piercing damage.
So 8. Okay, yeah. So I am currently at 54.
All right. And with that, the one Hydra trying to win this mental battle with his tamer. Now... Yay! Hannah? Because you knocked the guy flat-footed, he had a little bit of a bonus, and that now allows this one Hydra to just like...
Yes!
The enchantment. And as it stands here, it's going to have to make a decision on what it's going to do. As the large Hydra's head are regrown, the one Hydra on the other side, assaulting Grakal from both sides, all the teeth as a storm of razor-sharp madness beginning to clamp away at the spell that you gave Grakal. This one Hydra looks at this entire scene. That's where we'll pick up next week.
No!
Yeah.
All right.
I love the cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Nice. Friend or foe?
Yeah, we'll see what happens next week.
Yeah, so we've had quite a long combat, and hardly anything at all actually happened yet. To like the main Hydra still has 5 heads. Like
No, man. I agree, but we had to test this. This is the first time we're fighting Hydras.
You learn a lot. You needed to learn a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we needed to figure out the puzzle to killing them. We know now. So next session we're gonna get in there.
Oh,
it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, Hydras are like I know there's something with the heads. I know they can regrow. Does it mean that I need to like circumvent them entirely? No, we tried that. That didn't work. Okay, so we're gonna have to do something with it. Okay, we need to cauterize the wounds. Got it.
Yeah, I figured at first I was gonna try decapitate all of the heads, but
I think we're not gonna make it.
Power.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be worth the grind.
I feel like we should have gone for the bad guy instantly.
True.
Because they're under a spell. So if we kill him, they might have just turned good.
I thought about this too, definitely. But Allison is a team player. He cannot fight on his own. Like
I'm over there right now.
Yeah, right now, I haven't had a turn yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now this. I think really we did pretty well. We stuck together. Yeah. We buffed and protected each other. We focused fire pretty well. I mean, we didn't figure out what to do. I still have one focus point left, so I could go for another litany, or I can heal myself.
We'll see. We will see.
Yeah, you did very well as well, Allison. I really needed that heal, and you did tons of damage. So good job, man.
Oh yeah. And indeed, like you said, this was a piece of the puzzle, and now that you know, we can tune in next week to see how this combat encounter actually goes. You went out in search of shadows, and the shadows were lying in wait. This guy had already sent a beautiful shadowy spider against all of you. Now he has his Hydra pets back. Nice.
Except for one.
Yeah. It's
Except
time
for
to
one.
escalate.
Yeah. Let's see how it goes next.
It's a thingy.
You did a thingy.
Hell yeah,
You
you did a good thingy.
You actually finally made a friend.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like this is redemption for what happened in chapter 1.
Yeah.
Technically, you now have taken out this quote-unquote Hydra all on your own. Like it's removed from combat. Let's see if it gets even better, and now that it becomes a actual ally for all of you.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, can I switch him?
Can you switch Melo for him? Seems
Yes,
right.
food!
Well, you
We're
could look,
generating food.
you could look in the advanced players guide and maybe take a Beastmaster and no.
Could be
I mean,
although
I can
Hydras-
look at it.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey guys, everyone that's watching, thank you for watching a lot. And
Yes,
Bowser.
guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, you know where you can follow us right here on Twitch, but also follow us on Instagram and Twitter, where we keep you updated on everything that's going on, and we also share some nice little nitbits. For example, Max has now created a beautiful video to give people a little bit of an intro into tabletop RPGs for the ones that really know nothing about it.
And I'll
which
be
we can
going
use
further and further in depth. Don't worry about it.
to give everybody a nice in-depth view on how Pathfinder works. We create stat blocks. Now that the vacation is over, those are coming up again. I mean, like, we were battling a Hydra here. Don't you guys want to know how it actually works? That's coming up soon then. Do realize that we don't only stream this beautiful game right here, we also stream on Friday at 7 p.m. CET, where Max and I just play some video games, but use that as a good excuse to talk some good RPG and nerd stuffs. So if you'd like to have a conversation with us over all of these themes, go check us out there. Also remember to be safe and buy your mouth caps at your trusted Twitch streamers wherever you can find them. Remember that we love all of you. It's good to be back. Enjoy the last 2 hours of your weekend. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Love you.